Feels real now, doesn't it? We've got the England team announcement for the New Zealand game. I'm here in the bush in South Africa. Got back from the early morning game drive to see that even while I was asleep, England have dropped their team. Steve Borthwick doing a Razzie Erasmus, or Warren Gatland, who also likes to name his team early. But probably going to get an interruption. Could be from whatever bird that was, or any other animal for that matter. That's just the case of where I am. In fact, yeah, all right, pipe down. I think that these animals are just irritated by the England rugby numbering system when they do their team announcements. By the way, yeah, giant. I don't know if you can see, just here, giant steaming turd right there, freshly delivered by I think it was hippos last night. Yeah, hippos who get out of the water at night and then come and eat grass. And yeah, they like to eat everything that's here. And also you can see elephants come through because they do their own special type of landscaping. The lovely trees. Yeah, they'll have them. Knock them over. So yeah, I am right out in the middle of nature. Saw some lions this morning. And I saw the full circle of life, because we've seen lions, you know, eating a kill, and I saw some lions getting down to it this morning. So you know, I'm having an amazing time here in the well, it's the Simbavati River Lodge, but it's within the Timbavati Nature Reserve. Anyway, England's team, that's what I was talking about. Yes, Steve Borthwick has played a power move and has named his team nice and early, just like he did before Japan actually, on the Tuesday. And there are some changes. Some in the starting 15, more on the bench. Let's have a look. There it is. And yeah, that the biggest power move of all is the numbering system, which just to confuse the opponents. Who's what position, what's where. Yeah, we invented the game of rugby in England, so we can do our team sheets however we want. 15 down to 9, then 1 up to 8. Why not? Get over it. Right, so the changes to the starting 15. What do you think of them? As ever, your comments down below. I'll get down there and get stuck in with you. And give the video a thumbs up as well. I'm so excited about these internationals. Got some really good matchups. Wales in Australia in like the basket case bowl. Which team's going to be at the lowest ebb before they have their fight back? England against New Zealand. Two teams that both narrowly by 1 point lost to South Africa in the World Cup, but just trying to go a level above with their two new coaching tickets, some newer than others, obviously, in the case of Scott Robertson. And then South Africa, here in South Africa, hosting Ireland. And I will be at that game and covering the rest of the game. So like I say, keep in touch. So 2 changes to the starting 15, both in the front row. Will Stewart getting the nod over Dan Cole, and Joe Marler starting ahead of Bevan Rodd, who is out of the 23 entirely. Now, this just adds further weight to my theory that I've been, since the World Cup, it was that World Cup semi-final when Marler and Cole started and England were great at scrum time, the 2 best scrummagers, and then the replacements came on and got it handed to them by South Africa. Since then, right through the Six Nations, and now Steve Borthwick, and I thought it was happening, and I'm absolutely 100% beyond doubt certain it's happening. Steve Borthwick does not want to have Joe Marler and Dan Cole starting at the same time, because they are England's 2 best scrummagers, and he wants to mitigate the weakness that England have in the prop department, which we do absolutely have. We do not have enough depth. The opportunity is for Finn Baxter to make one of those backup spots, and maybe in the future a starting spot his own. And goodness, do we need it. Ellis Genge not there obviously, but even he was one of the players that did get it handed to him at the Rugby World Cup. England have got a problem at prop, and the fact we still need, and Dan Cole's been fantastic, but the fact we still need a 37-year-old Dan Cole speaks to the issues that England have got. Dan Cole on the bench so that he can bring some ballast on when he comes on, the Koala Bear. Joe Marler to start. Finn Baxter, really excited for him. What a story. I mean, the guy looks about 12, but he's going to be playing against one of the best scrummaging packs in world rugby in New Zealand, and what a challenge and what an opportunity. Bevan Rodd did not scrummage well against Japan. I thought their tight head prop got the better of him, so I'm not surprised to see Finn Baxter involved. Delighted for him. Let's see how they go. And Will Stewart, come on, it's time to make that England 3 jersey your own. Let's go. The rest of the pack, exactly the same. And on the bench, like I say, Finn Baxter and Alex Coles comes in for Charlie Hewells. That's a natural change. and Tom Curry's still there. But the other changes to the England matchday 23 from Japan are all on the bench. It's Ben Spencer in for Harry Randall, and it's Ollie Slightholme in for Tom Roebuck. Now, Tom Roebuck did nothing wrong. In fact, he did lots well when he came on. But that strikes me as a positive selection, because Tom Roebuck is absolutely brilliant at chasing kicks. He works his nuts off. Good finisher as well, but he's a work rate winger as much as anything. Ollie Slightholme is like an X factor finishing winger, and so I'm taking that as a positive selection. Tell me what you think, and if you agree. I suppose that does balance up slightly with Ben Spencer as well, who I think's got more of an all-round game than Harry Randall. I mean, Ben Spencer's got some gas, but he can have a controlling influence on a game, and Harry Randall's kind of more of a live wire player. So I don't know what to read into it there. I think for what it's worth, Ben Spencer's had a fantastic season and will have felt hard done by against Japan, and I'm pleased for him that he's in, and pretty happy. I think the team's starting to pick itself, and that's a really good thing from an England perspective. What should England be? What should the expectations be for this game against New Zealand, though? That's a big question, because I'm tempted to say that if England win one test, it should be seen as a big positive. If England draw a series, or I mean, if they win 2-0, I mean, they should be ecstatic. But if they win one test, I think that is a big result for England, and it's going to be interesting. Scott Robertson will get a bit of a grace period. He is going to be in that honeymoon period where he's not under massive pressure, because if New Zealand do lose, say both tests, I don't think it's going to be a disaster from New Zealand fans' point of view. They've been waiting for Razor to be in charge for ages. They're just going to write it off as, oh, no big deal, we're building, it's the start of a new journey, 2027's a long time away. But I honestly think New Zealand should feel like it's a disappointment if they do not win at home 2-0. And we'll wait and see where the teams match up. I think it could be fairly evenly matched. I am concerned about England's scrum, and it'll be interesting to see what effect law changes have on that whole area as well. A lot of talk about it possibly being an incentive and trying to depower the scrum. That could play to England's advantage, if anything. We will see. Yeah, your thoughts in the comments down below. These are going to be coming thick and fast, of course, as the teams start getting announced. But Borthwick has beaten Rassie Erasmus and Warren Gatland to the early team announcement. Slight power move, and just saying you can have our team as early as you want it, New Zealand. We're ready for you. I think this is going to be an awesome series. I'd love to know what you think in the comments down below. From the bush, I'll see you on the next one.